Hey everyone! So tonight we'll present you our YouTube channel. Its name is Exploring Well. I'm sure you get the idea of the channel yet. To start, I would like to introduce you to my team, the Positive Graces. We picked that name in reference to the three Graces from the Greek antiquity. Here we are, Rafaela, Tanya, and Alice, all in charge of the creation and the development of the channel and the episode content. To be more specific about each of our role, Rafaela Salomao Alves. She's in charge of the videography, the video editing, the graphic design, and she's the one on camera. Tanya Burka. She's a real clown, but she's more than that. She's in charge of the team coordination, she's in charge of the timeline management and the YouTube channel implementation. And myself, Alice Renucci, in charge of the content development and the production. Let's talk about the business opportunity here. This channel took birth during the pandemic of COVID-19. As we all know, the number of people suffering of anxiety or stress really increased since March 2020. Everybody got an uncertain future. So we got the idea to develop a wellness-focused channel in order to respond to the needs of people with new anxiety, depression, or mental health concern. We really want this approach to be accessible and affordable for the people. This means low or no cost and really easy to dive in those new ways of finding peace. What does the channel propose? Our channel gives access to short videos in a really large palette of practices. They are touching different areas of wellness such as physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual, environmental, or occupational dimensions. So we show not just one way of finding our wellness, but a lot. We first started by making 3 videos. The first one on meditation, the second one on food, and the third one about books, music, and podcast. And the list can be very long. All those videos will give quick insight to the people who can easily deepen their knowledge if they want. Here is a short extract from one of the videos.
Açaí and other berries. What is açaí? A Brazilian berry that, according to studies, packs a punch of antioxidants. It's heart healthy, and extracts from the berry trigger a self-destruct response in leukemia cells. Açaí is known to help boost energy levels, improve digestion, promote sleep, healthier and younger-looking skin, and cleanse the body of toxins. Use it as you would any berry. Add some to your smoothies in the morning or throw them into your fruit salad. Berries are a nutritional powerhouse of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. The strong antioxidant capacity of berries is associated with a reduced risk of heart disease, cancer, and other inflammatory conditions.
Hello, my name is Rafaela. I'm gonna talk about our content creation and creative choices. For the branding, we wanted to explore new avenues as well as for the content development. We use different creative approaches like original content, royalty-free content, and animation. The logo was inspired in the 3 graces from Greek mythology that, like our YouTube channel, had the role to spread joy, self-realization, and harmony. We choose it for our color palette, the colors purple, green, and white. We understand that colors are powerful and can bring many sensations. We use mostly the purple color in our branding, in our content, because the purple color both calms and stimulates our bodies, putting us in the right place for introspection and focused insight. It also creates a harmonious balance of awareness and peace. The green color, it represents health, energy, and hope, and the white is for its purity, clean, and calm. So we try to bring the whole concept of wellness for our content creation, starting with the music, with the colors, what are the sensations people are gonna feel when they are watching the video, the rhythm, for everything bringing to this place of relaxation and calm.
Hey everyone, it's Tanya. I'll be handling the next section of this video introduction to Exploring Well. Okay, so let's talk objectives. One of the primary objectives for our Exploring Well channel is just to start developing some brand awareness. So for that, we have our beautiful logo of the Positive Graces designed by Rafaela, the production name mentioned at the start of every episode, and also the watermark of our logo on the bottom right of each episode. As well, we have Rafaela as our on-screen talent because we thought it was important to put a face to the brand. Having Rafaela as our on-screen talent ensures that we're not just seen as a production company, we're also seen as people. So Rafaela's face adds a little bit of relatability, recognizability, and can start developing some connection as well as brand awareness. Our second objective is just to start growing a little bit of brand loyalty. And one of the primary ways that we want to do that is just by keeping this content relatable, accessible, and relatively low cost. We didn't want to make anything too esoteric. It doesn't want to feel like you're suddenly jumping into the deep end of the pool. It's just nice, simple, easy content to let people start scratching the surface of what wellness is so that it's something that they might be likely to subscribe to or recommend to friends to watch if they know that someone else is looking for similar content. As far as YouTube's sort of categories of ICE, information, connection, or entertainment, we're definitely more in the information category. As a wellness channel, we're designed to give some tips and tools to help people feel better informed to make good choices about their day-to-day living. What's nice is that this is a really clear category, and having the channel positioned on a specific segment will let our viewers categorize us and to see clearly how the channel can benefit them. Who is the target audience for Exploring Well? Our target demographic is casual YouTube users, or those looking, maybe doing a Google search for an introduction to various well-being techniques. We're looking at adults ages 18 plus probably, internet savvy, with low or no budget. Our ideal customer is someone just diving into the world of anxiety reduction and wellness, which, let's be real, that's a lot of people this year. Given the economic hardship many are facing, focusing on low to no cost wellness techniques keeps our content within everyone's reach. This simple approach can draw in skeptics by sticking to basics and not pretending to expertise that we don't have. Okay, let's do a quick overview of our timeline. So our phase 1 was from September 17th to 28th, and that included creation of our brand and channel concept and our high-level model. Phase 2 was from September 29th to October 29th, and that included the creation of our YouTube channel and production of our first 3 video episodes, as well as this video introduction that you're watching now. So our first 3 episodes on superfoods, meditation, and books, podcasts, and music were sort of a proof of concept. And going forward, we can continue producing more channel content in accordance with what we see our viewers like to watch. So what were our challenges? The first challenge we were looking at was just a very compressed timeline, and that particularly came into effect when we were looking at video filming. Montreal wound up being in Zone Rouge, which meant that we couldn't have any indoor gatherings and we had to socially distance. We were able to switch all of our filming to outdoor locations, but then obviously that meant working around the weather and social distancing, as well as our scheduling, since we had one team member that needed to isolate due to a COVID exposure. Our second challenge was working with new colleagues in the context of this pandemic. We didn't know each other's communication styles or skill sets at the beginning of this project, and so it took a little bit of time to figure out who was going to do what and how we like to communicate with each other. Challenge number 3 was just making sure that we kept our content accessible and affordable. That mostly came down to making sure that we did our research properly when we were doing content development, as the wellness industry can get very expensive. And our fourth and final challenge was just limited manpower. We started out with 4 team members, expecting to add a 5th, and instead lost one. So between the 3 of us, we were each carrying a fairly high workload. Despite the challenges, we're really happy with how Exploring Well turned out. We were particularly happy with our collaborative management style. None of us are experts at every step of this, so making sure that we were checking in with each other let us feel secure that there was always going to be quality assurance and that we would be turning out the product we had promised. Why is the Exploring Well channel special? Well, one of the first things is that authenticity is really important to audiences. We're not trying to pretend that we're doctors or that we suddenly became wellness experts overnight. We're really being honest and saying, here's some preliminary information about well-being. You can take what works for you and leave what doesn't. And rather than it being a hard-hitting sell, it's really just providing some extra links so that anything people like, they can dive into a little bit deeper. Another reason that Exploring Well is special is that we're taking a really broad scope look at well-being. Rather than focusing heavily on any one aspect, we're letting people know that wellness is something that you can really implement in a ton of aspects of your life, whether it's food, exercise, mindfulness, or a ton of other topics that we can dig into in later episodes. The wellness industry is in constant evolution in terms of content, and that means that there's always going to be something new for us to present to our audience. We hope you've enjoyed getting to meet us, the Positive Graces, in digital form, and hearing a bit about our YouTube channel, Exploring Well. Go ahead and watch some videos, hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you down the road. Enjoy Exploring Well.